All right, what's happening, fam? L.A.R movement still moving. This is entitled "Get a DNA Test." Now, for all of y'all who feel like that's an insult, fellas, you ain't got to tell these women you getting DNA tests on your kid. You know, if you have a, if you are not sure, you can take your kid. Take him to the park and then go get DNA test. Best bet to do if the kid's born and you got an issue, you don't say to her or her family or friends. You just sneak over to the doctor or nurse and say, hey, could one of y'all test that kid to make sure that kid's mine, just to make sure, precautionary thing. And for all the women who might get upset that I'm saying this, well, I'm gonna give y'all a worst case scenario. See, there's too many guys who wind up being fathers to kids who are not theirs, and wind up being old men with no kids, and they want it to be. They're still somebody's father by raising them, but they're not somebody's father biologically. So they're they didn't pass their genes down because they got robbed of that opportunity. Nobody ever gets mad at a woman or lock a mother up for letting a guy believe for 30, 40, 50 years that the kid that he raised is not his kid. Nobody cares about that. So worst case scenario, you can't trust these women to tell you the truth at times. So you might as well find out for yourself now that the technology is available. Um, I say that because you see, a person could make you hate your father, and and your father not be your father. A person could take a guy to court and have all kind of government stipulations on this guy to be something, and he's not your father. And it's sad because so many guys get caught up with a kid that they love and respect and care for and raise and guide, or have to fight just to be with, and the kid ain't theirs. And then the guy who the kid is people act like he don't exist, and we're not even gonna go look for him. I know who it is, but I don't want to bring this up to him because whatever. That's bull. A lot of times, I see guys in predicaments where their kids even grow up questioning, "Are you really my dad?" I mean, the older I'm getting, the more I'm looking at you, and I'm looking at me, and I'm looking at the family, and I'm looking at that family, and I don't see it. And people are getting let off the hook with that. So I would say use the technology available, because at the end of the day, I think one of the worst things for a man to go through is to be 50, 60 years old and have two, three kids and find out that none of those kids are his. Have one kid, just a single parent, just a single kid, and that kid ain't yours. Now you die and you never passed on your genes, which you originally really are here for in the first place, to pass to keep the tree going, the family tree going, and for those mothers out here and females out here who might disagree with what I'm saying. Question is, how can you disagree with me saying that somebody shouldn't take somebody's legacy away from them? You would rather somebody hide that so you can get over. I mean, for you folks who do shit like that, hell ain't good enough for you. I'm just being honest with you. Just hell ain't good enough for you. And I'm not one of those people to believe that I'm gonna wait until God gets you, because you, God ain't got God. It's only so much God could do with a person who do some piece of shit, like who's a piece of shit and does something like that. So I mean, and I'm not getting, and it's not a personal thing on my own thing. I saw something and it bothered me, so I spoke on it. All right.